Coming up in this video, a fielding coaching masterclass with elite coach Patel.
Okay, so throwing. First thing is making sure we've got the correct grip, all right? So when the ball's on the ground and we collect it, yeah, as we get back here to throw it, we've got to make a bit of an adjustment in here. So you've got to move the ball around to get it, and we hold it cross seam like that. 2 fingers, yeah? And then when it comes out of our hand here, we're dragging down back on the back of the ball there. So the ball is spinning, red, white, red, white, red, white, okay? Patel spinners will grab it like that, and then they'll throw it, and then they'll do that, yeah? So it's a little bit like me punching you there, or just trying to glance you. And for me, that just takes a little bit of pace off the ball. Make sure you've got your fingers behind it, and you're pulling your fingers down the back of the ball there. Does everybody know how the biomechanics work of a throw? So, let me explain. So, if I'm throwing down this straight line, for argument's sake, if you put a stick through my hips, stick through my shoulders, they're both pointing straight. Do you agree? Okay. So the kinesthetic chain, big word, all right. The kinesthetic chain, or the chain of events, that's probably easier, okay. Push the floor with our back foot here, okay. And if we push that floor there, then we start engaging these muscle groups here, the bigger muscle groups, all right. And what we're looking to do is to engage that to help us throw. So I'm turning my hip, but my shoulders haven't moved. Shoulders haven't moved. So my hips engage now. I'm looking to throw in that direction. And then, so once my hips have gone, then my shoulders come round, arm comes round, elbow, fingers, ball comes out of my hand. So it's hips, shoulders, arm, fingers. Okay? So that in essence is the sequence that we would throw, that our body needs to go through. Right. Front foot's pointing at your target. Your toes probably lined up with your sort of mid-foot here, okay? You've got to keep it open to allow that hip to engage, okay? So that hip engages, and then this comes through. Front arm, very important, doesn't get spoken about very much. Baseballers turn their thumb upside down, or pointing down, okay? To allow, when they pull that front arm, so after my hips have gone, my shoulders are coming through, this is helping. Okay, so this helps with accuracy because I'm pointing there. This is all focused on my target wherever I'm aiming, keepers, gloves or stumps. That comes in with that elbow looking to come into this midriff area. So if that comes in there, it goes nice and straight. If I keep it open, there's a tendency for that to happen. Can you see where this is going now? Yeah, probably not going where I want it to go. Okay, and then throwing arm, as it finally comes through, is that we're probably looking to keep that at 90, and then that comes through there. And when we go back, we go right back. Can you just pass me that tennis ball, please? Thank you. So, we can talk about a short throw. So if you're in the inner circle, you want to get rid of the ball quickly, or you want a longer throw, you want a longer lever, okay? So if I stick a tennis ball in there, hold it. If I want to throw short, and I come back here, where will the tennis ball land when I throw it? Behind me or in front of me? In front. So if I come in here, it's going to land in front. If I'm on the boundary and I want a long throw, and I extend my arm, where's the tennis ball landing? Behind me. You're right throwing. Just come in here from the 22-yard line. You're aiming at the middle stump, obviously. Is that all right? Nice and steady, okay? Off we go. Nice action that, isn't it? It's lovely that. So, how much do you think you use that in comparison to that? 50%, 50%, 0%, 100%? What do you reckon?
Maybe 40.
Where? Yeah? Okay. I reckon less. I don't know how much less, but less. I think you look quite strong there. Would that be fair to say? Okay, so what I'm going to do, are you all right having this on the inside of your leg? Put your foot through there. Okay, so this is just for me to understand how much this is being engaged, all right? So what I'm going to get you to do in a minute is pretend to get ready to throw. Can I put my hand on your shoulder here? Yeah? So I want you to turn your hips. Wait a minute, let me explain. Slowly, but I want you to keep your shoulders here. So remember I said about broomstick, yeah? So if I'm, is that, yeah, on your thigh, yeah. Slowly, slowly. Go on, that's it. So I can relax, relax, relax. So I can feel that being engaged now. So I know that's working, yeah? And he's kept that there without very little resistance from me, okay? So I know that's working, all right? So that's good. You get a lot of people that do that and it doesn't work, okay? Put all the weight onto your front foot. Stand on your front foot only. Front foot only. Go on, I'll hold you. All right? Right. Now turn your hip. Nothing there, is there? Yeah? There's hardly any power there now. Yeah? Relax, relax. Okay, so gently pull me again, but don't turn your yeah? So I'm holding him there. I'm holding him there. Relax. Okay, so there's a lot of power going through there. All right? Relax. Okay, so in terms of just finding out, so the other thing you can do as well is use the crash mats, and if you just bend them over into like 90 degrees, you can stand with a crash mat there and just drive your hip into it to help you develop that, okay? So that's a good way of people doing that, because the last thing you want people doing is throwing off one leg, all right? You lose a lot of power, major muscle groups, okay? You see a lot of people, kids especially, throw and they do that, okay? You're losing all the power, all right? I need you to all be observant, so you probably need to be stood at the back. Brendan's going to throw in a minute, but he's going to throw with his eyes closed, okay? He's going to throw with his eyes closed, and you're going to tell me where the ball's gone offside or leg side, okay? Keep your eyes closed. I want you to throw the ball, keep your eyes closed, and tell me if it's gone offside or leg side. Off you go. Which side did it go? Offside. By how much? You opened your eyes. Sorry. That's okay. By how much? By about that much. So has he let go of it? So put the ball in your hand, pretend you're going to throw, don't let go of the ball. Has he let go of it early, or has he let go of it late? Late. A nanosecond, do you agree? Yeah? What's the other observation that you could probably make that might help him with his alignment here? Where's that pointing? Okay. Okay, good. So they've said you let go of it too late, let go of it a fraction earlier. Take another picture, close your eyes. Got it? Off you go. So it went offside by about that much. So you're still letting go of it too late, okay? All right, take a picture, keep your eyes closed, okay? Off you go. Keep your eyes open this time. Take your time, take your time. Off you go. Okay, I'm going to give you one more, all right? There you go. Take your time, keep your eyes open in your own time, in your own time. Oof. Okay, so how much awareness did you have of where the ball was coming out of your hand as we went through that?
Yeah, so you try and keep the picture in your head,
yeah,
and imagine where you're letting it go, but I felt like I kept letting it go there.
So it's interesting, isn't it? So he's thinking that one that was the last but one, the third one, was he thought it had gone leg side, but it's still gone offside. So if we can increase the awareness of the fielder of where the ball is coming out of the hand, if we get all of this bit right as well, then surely this bit is the important bit because we want to hit the stumps. But if we don't know what this is doing, it's not going to hit, is it? So all I'm saying is the more that we can increase the awareness of what the fielder is doing, then we know there's a greater chance of there being better accuracy. Likewise, we won't talk about it just yet, if I'm throwing here and I'm trying to throw it to you there, I need to let go of it there. If I let go of it here, it's probably going into there. Or likewise, if it's going into there. So I need to practice and go, what's the feel of that? What's the feel? Where does it feel right? And it's no different to doing that and bowling those or doing those. We've got to start having a feel. What I'm looking for, first of all, is just a good posture. Where are my toes pointing? I've gone neutral, they're very, very straight. Years ago, and this was an idiosyncrasy, I used to stand in there, only because I backed myself to move left and right quite quickly, all right? But I would go in there. Weight slightly forward, balls on my feet, knees slightly bent, and I'm good. It allows me to get to low and high, and I can cover all of this area, inside my body and outside my body, yeah? This is nice and still, these are fixed on the ball, and we don't talk about this enough. Watching the ball, all right? So we must track the ball for the entirety of the journey of the ball. Do you remember years ago, for those of you that remember Mr. Botham, used to stand like that in the slips? Yeah? So if I'm stood like that and I've got all the weight on my knees at the moment, what are my arms? Pardon? Are they loose or are they tense at the moment? So as soon as I take them off, what are they now? So that catching is nice and easy, isn't it? Now I'm not saying that that's what you need to do. I can still be loose here and still catch and still be floppy, yeah? And being floppy, I think, is a massive advantage, all right, in anything that we do, all right? If anybody, you know, they talk about babies when they're in car crashes. The reason they don't get injured is because they don't tense up. We look in the rearview mirror and go, oh, and tense up and everything hits you as hard as you can, all right? Who's the biker amongst us? Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. So if you've probably done this, but the rest of you, Google Connor Cummins crash on the mountain in the Isle of Man, TT, and watch his body. And he actually said in the interview afterwards, and he survived obviously, that he tried to relax his body as much as he can. And when you see him cartwheeling down the mountain, he survived because he was consciously relaxed. And I think it's massively important here that we're nice and relaxed. As soon as you go tense and you're there, it's not going to work. So be nice and relaxed, okay? So, we're in there. What do we catch the ball with? Hands with an S on the end, so 2, plural, 2. So hands need to be together, side palms together, little fingers together, cross them over, don't bend them. Whichever ones, yeah, you'll have a preference, okay? So I'm always saying fingers are down, or thumbs are left and right, thumbs are up and down, thumbs are up and down, thumbs are left and right, okay? If you drew a line between my elbows, what shape have you got there? Yeah? See the triangle? See the triangle? See the triangle. So it just gives you a bit of structure to how you catch the ball. Where do you catch the ball in relationship to your body? Yeah, so if you imagine a glass plate hanging off my nose on a hinge, yeah, it's obviously hinged here, it's very close to me. As soon as I get into that position, where's the glass plate there? Do you agree? So where do I want my hands? Behind the glass plate, in the glass plate, in front of the glass plate? Just bursting through, I reckon, not behind, okay? One final bit of info. What happens to the hands? Just watch what my hands do after I've caught it, just in here. Okay? Just throw it out here. Just throw it out here. Throw it at my head. Where have my hands gone? Pardon? No, after I've caught it. Yeah, but where have my hands gone? So have I done this? Just throw it out here. Have I done this? So you always stay on the line of the ball and you stay strong with it, okay? All right? You've got to be strong. If you look at the Women's World Cup in UAE just recently, in the last month or whatever, you see all the drop catches. That's because when they were getting into here, this wasn't very strong and the ball was just bursting through. Got to be strong. Got to be strong. And if you look at some of those, I think they're back here when they probably needed to be here. Yeah. So, which one is which here? Watch carefully. There's the first catch. Yeah? Both catches. Both catches. Which one was which? Which one was which? What was the first one? Was it through a snick or was it the middle of the bat?
The first one was the snick.
Why?
Because
I caught it.
you caught it at the tip of your fingers.
Great observation. Great observation. Right at the tube light. So I caught the first one there. Yeah? I caught the second one there. That's the correct part of my hand. That's the correct part of my hand for me. It'll be different for the 31 people stood in front of me. All right? Everybody will be a bit different. Your physiology in your hand suggests, is there any physiologists in the room? You've got 3 bands in your hands. Are you? Physio. 3 bands, tell me if I'm wrong here. Longitudinal, distal and proximal. Is that right? Whew. Okay, designed to close around objects. And I would suggest 9 times out of 10 you're probably catching it in there. All right? So if we're going to pay real attention to catching, because catches win matches, we need a yes or a no from you, Brendan, whether you've caught it cleanly. No umming, no ahhing, no thinking, maybes. It's a yes or a no. No. Okay. No. Oh, 1 out of 3 here. Yes. Are you sure? Okay. Okay, happy, good lad. Okay, good, good. Can you see now the level of the practice has now started to increase, hasn't it? Yeah? If we apply this to everything else that we do as fielding coaches, he's going to be a top fielder. I'm going to put you under a little bit more pressure. Is that all right? Face that way. Look at me. Put your right hand out. Are you right-handed? Yeah. Put your right hand out in front. I'm going to bounce the ball to you. You can move if you need to. I want you to get the ball in the correct part of your hand when you catch it. Okay? Yes or no? Yes. Sure? Just felt like 2 fingers and a thumb to me. Okay, do you get the idea? So what we can do, so just slowly, just rolling it, yes or no? One hand, 2 hands. Whatever you want, 2 hands. Yes, no? So all of a sudden, we can get a bit of self-assessment going on, can't we? All right, just to see if people are doing it right. And this is just about getting in the correct position. So we've got 5 balls on the inside, we've got 5 cones on the outside. All I'm going to do is pick the ball up with 2 hands, place it down with 2 hands. Just look at my posture. This is all about your posture, getting into that. So do you all agree? That's the right position, yeah? I've picked it up, I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving. I've placed it down. Look at my posture. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving. Picking it up, 2 hands, moving, there. Look at my feet, yeah? This is what I want, yeah? If I want to win that first 2 meters, yeah? This is what I want, yeah? Putting it down, yeah? I can turn around, spin around, and still keeping my posture, yeah? And then your partner, you don't need to do this, puts them back in, all right? Now, it'd be very easy for Tom, all right, to go, he's not looking at the moment, yeah, just, yeah, I can do that. Not worth doing, you're wasting your time, all right? We've got to make sure people are getting into there. The other thing as well, which is important, is do we all understand hinging? That's me hinging, yeah? So if I hinge, I can still pick that up with 2 hands, but it's not the easiest, yeah? If I can get into that position and recreate that, that's what I'm after, all right? So all you're going to do, get into your posture to start. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to go right hand, left foot. If you're left-handed, it's left hand, right foot. So all I'm going to do is move to the first ball, look at my posture, look at my left foot, pick it up with 2 hands, step over the cone like I'm ready to throw, yeah? Put the ball back down, look at my posture, I'm not being lazy. Left foot, pick it up, over, back down again. Yeah, go left foot again, pick it up. Be quite disciplined. Not heavy with my feet, nice and light. Yeah, yeah, nice and light. Get through, done. Right, so this is a weighted ball, so it doesn't bounce. So you're going to roll this out to me. Do you want to just go back a yard or so? Yep. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And all you're going to do is you're going to step over the marker, get into your set position there. Partner's going to roll it out. As you roll it out, you're going to say 11, 12, 1, 6. Let's just go through that sequentially for now. And what I'm going to do is, as I pick the ball up, I'm then going to set myself to 11 o'clock, as if I'm thrown in that direction. If he shouts 12, if he shouts 1, if he shouts 6. Picking it up, just nice and light, ready to throw. Yeah? And then as I get more confident, I can start getting a little bit quicker. Okay? Yeah, so 6 o'clock, yes please. So notice which way I turned. Yeah, so I've gone that way. Yeah, rather than go. Okay? You've got to touch each one 3 times, but you can't go in a circle. What I'm looking for here is posture and speed, but we're not doing speed yet. All right, so whichever order you like. Yeah. Can't go in a circle, get dizzy. Look at his posture. Look at his posture, good pace. Look at his posture. And stop there, stay there. Go back down again. So look at this posture here. Are you all right for me to just...
Yeah.
So if I can, just come up straighter. Yeah, now I don't know whether you can squat or not, but squat. Right, okay, so he's trying, relax, relax, relax. So all of a sudden, just by a little adjustment, I've got him in, and I don't know his physiology or his what he can and what he can't do, okay? You will know your players, all right? But if they can get into there, let's get them into there, because it allows me better access to the ball because I can see it. and I'm in a better position to pick the ball up. If I'm going here, well, that's harder now. That's harder. Keep it simple. As you get to the end of here, I'm just gonna roll the ball out to you, pick it up like you did on that one, get ready to throw, but don't throw it. Yeah, but you're throwing it straight back to me, but don't throw it, yeah? So you're gonna slalom. Whoa, 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 like you mean it. Like we're in that nightclub again. We're coming out for a fight, come on. Like we're coming out for a fight. Look up, good speed, good speed. Okay, hold it there. So, is there anything that you can improve on that? If so, what is it?
Lower maybe?
Bit lower, he said it himself, not me, but that's what I was thinking. Go on then. Okay. So, not a lot of gap there. So slow yourself down a little bit and let's just get a little bit more focus. Yeah, a little bit lower. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There we go. Beautiful. So if I need somebody to be able to go bang, I need him to be nice and controlled and low down to the ground. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're picking the ball up, where's the ball? On the ground. Our centre of gravity, it's all relative. The lower we get, the easier it is to get to that. The taller I am, the harder it is to get to that. Okay? So you're going to roll that ball towards this yellow cone, all right? And then you're going to move sideways to that white cone to collect this ball. So I'm collecting your ball, you're collecting my ball. Ready? Go. Yeah. So have a look at the feet movement. Look at the posture again. Yeah. Still looking at ball control. That'll do you. That'll do you. So just do as I do. Yeah. So you're going to come along, keep hold of it. Yeah. Keep hold of it. Place it down. So you're on the outside of the stick. Yeah. You're then going to take a catch from me. All right. Pick it back up. Yeah. Just a catch. Pick it up. Go across that way. Make sure you're on the outside of the stick. Yeah. So you've done 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Yeah. I want you to go mix it up. Whatever that is. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So you got 6. You do it in whichever order you want. Go. Shouldn't hear the stick. Shouldn't hear the stick. That's better. Beautiful. What's the purpose of the stick? Oh yeah, it's gone 6 o'clock. Love it. And relax, relax. Well done. What's the purpose of that? Keep low. What does the stick make you do? If you start getting this, what does that tell you? You've got a lazy so-and-so here. All right? We need to be getting down here. So as we're placing the stick down, bang, nice and light on our feet, bang, ready. Because it's that initial movement, isn't it, where it's bang, can I get across? Can I go diagonal? And it's being explosive. You said it, yeah, about getting low, all right? In essence, what this looks like, you can put the ball in your hand, okay, is if I'm rolling to my right, okay, I'm looking to go onto my right sort of shoulder blade, but I'm going to concave my back to help me roll. In essence, I've picked the ball up here. It's just out of reach and I'm literally falling over now. Literally falling over if I don't hold myself, yeah? So as I get the ball, I'm going to pull it that way. And then I'm ready to go, yeah? Likewise, if I'm going to my left foot's going towards the ball, pull that from underneath, push myself up, and I'm back, all right? To start off with though, this is what I want you to do. Right knee on the ground, because I'm going to my right. Pick the ball up, pull the ball underneath, get your shoulder, get back into that position. Left knee down, ball there, pull it underneath. Practice getting up on your feet if you want to. It'd be difficult when you've got no momentum, all right? And you might want to put something underneath the ramp just to get it a little bit of a flatter trajectory, but try and skim it if you can. So, yeah, just chuck them there, yeah? There we go, 3 out of 4. Happy? So all I'm going to do, you're going to come through the ladders, not straight, something really fancy. And then when you get to the end, I'm going to drop one of these balls. All right? Happy? You've got to get to it. Off you go. Yeah, good. Get the idea. What do you reckon to his posture there? Pardon? Could have been a bit lower. Go on. Go on, get lower, get lower. That's better. Look up, look up. Good lad. Whatever you want to call it, we need to get into this posture that allows us to be multi-directional. So we can go up, we can get down, we can move left, we can move right. All right? And that's the position that we need to adopt. All right? And if you look at this, What do you notice about my posture? What do you notice, whether I'm walking in, whether I'm in the slips, what do you notice about my posture? It's balanced. What else is it? Leaning forward. So if I turn around, can you just see my heels off the ground there? Yeah, so I'm just on my toes, so my quads are working here now a little bit already, yeah? What else? I'm strong. I'm all ready to pounce. I'm all ready to go, yeah? All right, I'm alert. So we're going to have a look at this dive. So if I'm coming in here and I'm diving that way, why have I got the mats at a bit of an angle? Why haven't I got it at 90 degrees? So it's going to allow me to see the ball better here than here, because I'm not going to be able to move that quickly to get across to see it. There's going to be times when I do have to get it there, yeah? But if I can, I want to cut the angle off and have it out in front of me so as it's easier for me to see the ball. Same like we pick it up here. There's going to be times when we end up picking it up there, but most of the time we want to get in the best possible position, don't we? Yeah? Okay, so if that's the ball there, all right, when I get into this position and then I have to dive, what's my first movement here? There's got to be I've set and then I've got to transfer my weight. What else do you think might need to happen here? What's going to happen to this? It's got to twist. It's got to open up. Can you see how that allows me to open up to the ball? Yeah? So there's got to be that. So when I come in here and I've set, I've got to open up and then I can push myself off. When I push myself, which leg is providing all the power? My right leg or my left leg? Yeah, that's the one that's loaded. That's the one that's hurting at the moment. Yeah, that's the one that's on fire. That's almost fully extended, so there's very little in there. When I land, we're looking for our forearms to make contact first. Okay, so just imagine I've gone across. I can't levitate, so imagine I've caught the ball. First thing that's going to make contact is our forearms. And notice how they're parallel to the surface. Because if I go like that, what do you think is going to happen? Ball's going to possibly pop out, and it's also going to hurt. So as I land here, I'm going to look to push my elbows out, okay? When I land, what hits the ground next? So you're looking at your torso, and then you're looking at your thighs. No knees, no knees, okay? So that's the process that I'm looking at when I'm looking to dive, okay? So in order to practice that, okay, what I'm going to do is if you just throw the ball in here, and don't forget we've done catching, so I'm not worried about catching, I'm worried about the landing, because I want my players to be safe. So instead of being 90 degrees, I'm just going to turn myself to a bit of an angle at my knees, yeah? Just a little feed into there for me, yeah? Decent pace, off you go, nice and low. Go on, yeah? Okay, so it needs to be that sort of pace, yeah? Yeah. So can you see I've pushed my elbows out, yeah? Was it a swoosh or was it a crash? And that's what we want to try and get to wherever we can. So the more we can dissipate our energy, the less impact, okay? So when Broomy rightly said so, about I'd got a master's degree in diving, it was this sort of diving, okay? So we had, I think it was 4 or 5 academy lads in a lab in Gloucester University, landing on a force platform, and they did about 400 dives throughout the day, bless them, that were videoed top, middle, left, right, bottom, with a force plate underneath. And the lower they got, the better. Obviously, the tighter they got, the taller they got, the heavier it got, okay? So there you go, it's a year's worth of research in a sentence. Get yourself low, okay? So as low as you can to try and dissipate that energy, okay? And all we're looking to do, yeah. Yeah, no, beautiful that. Okay, so we're just looking for that sort of movement. I'm just going to practice what I preach here. Okay. And the more we can do of that, yeah. So come on, don't be shy. Oh yes, that's the one, yeah. So when you do this, make sure you do it at the right intensity, because the one you threw previously, not worth the effort, okay? So the other thing that you can practice as well is just go reverse chain, if you like. So get into that land position there. Think about where you want to take the ball. Now, obviously it's difficult to do this 2 hands, but aim in there, come on. That's it. So yes or no, remember what we said earlier? Yes or no, okay? So every time I'm taking this, am I getting it? And look where I'm catching it. I'm catching it out in front. I'm trying not to catch it behind here, all right? So I'm always watching it as much as I can into my hand there. Yeah, all the time, okay? Relax, relax, okay? So once you've built that up, that gives you an idea, and that's how you're looking to do it, all right? So once you're comfortable, it's just a personal thing. Okay, once you're comfortable, then we're just going to go from here, okay? Okay, so if it's high like that, leave it alone, because the danger is what? I need you to throw these, don't be shy. What's the danger? If I'd have gone for that, I'm going to hyperextend and it hurts, let me tell you, because I've done it, all right? So I've just got, I don't do it anymore, all right? So it's got to be a low feed, otherwise I'm not taking it. Just come in there, please, Broomy. Okay, so what helps with timing here is if you can go 1, 2, 3. I know when I'm going, because otherwise I'm all over the place, yeah? Okay, so if you look at the landing now, look how I've pushed myself across. Okay, I know I've caught it one-handed, but it was a stretch, all right? Now, if you're happy with that landing, then you've got a repetition, 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 okay? What happens a lot, and especially in the female game, all right, is that they'll get into here, and then they'll go there. What does that do? Does 2 things. So A, hurts your knee, yeah? What else? So I can't go any further, and as you probably just saw there, it jolts your neck, and it bloody hurts. All right? So what you can do, and you don't need a ball for this, is just put 3 cones down, all right? And just practice getting over there. Now I reckon I'll catch those with my feet on the way through, which is fine, so long as I'm not catching it with my knees. Okay? So no ball. So if I'm walking in, get into the motion, set nice and low, and then push, I'm getting across. Okay? All right? Can you see how dangerous that is? That was my watch that caught that on the way through. All right? So that's what I'll be looking for you to do. And then ultimately, what you can do as well is if somebody stands here, somebody's feeding there, player's walking in there, they're going under the stick, or over the stick if you're feeling brave. Definitely under the stick, okay? Under the stick, but over the cones on the floor, yeah? And if they do that, then they're probably getting into the right position, yeah? But it's about that dissipation, and you should be able to push yourself across. Okay, just going back to that dive, you're feeling athletic? Good man. Just come and lie down here. Just come and lie, yeah, on the floor.
Face down, right?
Yeah, facing me. Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine you're at backward point. You've just taken a great diving stop here. Yeah. Yeah, so you're on your front. Can I have that ball? You got another ball? Yeah, so just come this way a little bit, because I don't want to catch the, that's it. So what's the other thing that the fielders might have to do here? Because it could be a no ball or it could be along the ground. What's he got to do? Get up. He's got to get up, hasn't he? Okay. So when you say go, you've got to get up onto your feet, ready to throw that way. Yeah? In a balanced position. All right? And I've got to get up and throw that way when he says go. Go. Okay. So the best way of doing that, I think, to start off with kids, is to get them down. Okay. Pull their arms back. Get them into a press-up position almost, all right? And then bring their knees up, either sides of their elbows, turn your foot, and you're into your throwing position, okay? And you practice that on your knees as well, just getting onto your knees, all right? And the importance and the value of that is massive, all right? Because we've got to be able to get the ball back. Thank you.